Hey, good afternoon. This is Clint Ritchie with the Velocity team at Click and Close Mortgage, and I've got a couple special guests, David Wynn and Barry Palmquist. And today we wanted to talk about a couple of other niche products that we have at our disposal at Click and Close that you won't find with other lenders in the industry. Today we're going to talk about down payment assistance programs. Click and Close has their own internal down payment assistance programs that are awesome because most down payment assistance programs, whether it's a bond program or just a regular down payment assistance program, have income limitations where ours do not. So Barry, why don't you talk a little bit about the amount of money that you can use towards down payment or closing costs with the down payment assistance programs, and what are the subtle differences of each?
No, absolutely. So it's a full suite of products, Clint. I'm glad you asked. So our down payment assistance program allows you anywhere between 3 and 5% towards down payment and or closing costs. You combine that with seller concessions or money you've already saved up, you could walk in with very little out of pocket. And it's a great program because it does allow for the individual to pick and choose the program they want that's customized for their needs. We have the forgivable program, we have the repayable program, as well as our SAM, which is a shared appreciation, which allows them to get the full benefit of the down payment assistance programs with a small amount of shared appreciation and growth over the first 5 years of the mortgage.
Awesome. Now, Dave, you've used a couple of these programs with some of your clients. Talk about some of the experiences that you've had in being able to use these programs and get folks into houses that wouldn't ordinarily be able to get into houses.
The great part about our DPA program is we cater to the client. Every client's different. I say it all the time. Client A is completely different from client B based on credit score, how much income you make, your family values, all that stuff. So our suite of products, whether it's the down payment forgivable program or the repayable program, is really based on their criteria. One individual may have a low credit score, doesn't make, maybe makes $50,000 or $60,000 a year and has no money to get into a house. I'd probably lean him towards the forgivable program. Mm-hmm. Another borrower may just need a little bit of help. He has the 3.5% down on an FHA, but he doesn't have the closing costs. So I'd probably push him towards the repayable because his credit score is in the 700s. So it really, here at Click and Close Mortgage, we do what's called a loan consultation. Every buyer that we talk to, we spend a 15 or 30-minute consultation going over your basic needs, everything from price, monthly payments, all of our suite of products, so that before you ever look at a house exactly what you're getting.
So it's custom tailored to the client.
Custom tailored to the client. And I can't emphasize it enough, guys. Most of the DPA programs out there are either government grants or federally funded or whatever. Most of those programs are subject to how much you make. There's income limits.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. With us, there is no income limits. So you can make $200,000 a year, $300,000 a year, and still get our down payment assistance program.
Awesome. So it's truly a way to get, give our individual clients the ability to find the home of their dreams and have the American dream of getting into home ownership, right?
That's correct.
So Barry, let me talk about this real quick. So you talked about combining the DPA programs along with seller concessions. Is it feasible to say that you could get a client into a house for less than $1,000?
Oh, very easily.
Which that would almost be less than a first month's deposit on an apartment.
Very much so. Look, the average rent right now in a large metropolitan area is anywhere between $1,800 and $2,800 a month. And we've had clients close with less than $500 to the table.
Wow. That's amazing. And Dave, talk about this because you've been a proponent of this. Why is it important to get into a house relative to an apartment and use one of these programs?
Because you're building legacy wealth. Whenever you rent that money, you're making zero on that. Whenever you're buying, you're building value. I saw a stat that came out the other day. Everybody that bought a home in 2019 to now has about $158,000 worth of equity in their
that's amazing
in their home. So
generational wealth, right?
Generational wealth. So the biggest thing or the misnomer is this: I can't afford a house payment. If you have any questions about can you afford a house payment, pick up the phone, call us. Let's see.
Let the professionals make that determination for you.
Exactly. You don't know how many people I've talked to that said, "Hey, I can't afford a house," and after vetting through the process, they were in a house within 3 months.
I think it's just a situation where they're just not educated, and they just need to be educated of the opportunities that are presented to them, right?
Absolutely. There's some great opportunities that are out there in the market. So right now, a first-time home buyer forgets the fact that they don't have to buy just a single-family home. If they're concerned about how much money they have available for their mortgage, then approach it from a business standpoint. Well, how can I afford this home in this area and really start building generational wealth? Buy a 2-unit, buy a 3, buy a 4-unit property. Our down payment assistance programs allow for multi-unit properties as long as the homeowner is going to be residing as their primary residence in at least one of those units. That allows them to earn income, passive income every month off of those other units and can be used in qualifying for that mortgage day one.
Wow, that's amazing. The interesting part about that, Barry, that you bring it up is most down payment assistance programs out there, aside from also having income limitations, they don't cater to multi-unit properties. They're only for single-family units, correct? So basically, my understanding from what you're saying is we can use this product to help build generational wealth and create passive income at the same time. So we can almost make them like a real estate mogul, and they didn't even know it, right?
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
To learn more about our suite of down payment assistance programs that we have available to you, reach out to us directly at 800-737-0977 or online at thevelocityteam.net.